Hello, welcome to Snooker Pro Tips. This clip now is all about how poor advice, coaching, call it what you will, is detrimental to your game. There's been a clip posted on YouTube regarding the half ball stun shot, namely into the pink when you're splitting the pack. Now, I did a clip here on YouTube over 12 months ago now, and it was screwing into the pack off the blue. I also showed a little practice on there, how you could practice doing this to keep it simple. That's been copied in this clip, by the way, having a single ball on the brown spot, etc. Now, in the clip it said that this is an easy shot. No, it isn't, and I'm going to explain to you why it isn't. Some of you now out there, or all of you now out there, probably played snooker long enough to realise it's not an easy game. So the importance of hitting the pink actually is that you hit the pink full. If you don't hit the pink full, especially playing it as a stun shot, then it's a natural enough into the corner pocket. Because, again, you're watching these clips for a reason. The reason is you're trying to improve your game. Now, what I want you to try and imagine is that you haven't actually seen this clip, you haven't watched this clip, and you've seen the other clip, and you've been doing it now for some time. So now you actually trust that clip and you think it's right, sounds good, might even look good, and the demonstration might be good, but the fact of it is it's not the correct shot to play. Again, if you don't believe me, watch any clips on YouTube where the players are making a certain break, and if they finish half ball on the blue, have a see how many times they actually screw into the pack. They do it for a reason, because it's the correct shot. Now, what I've got here to show you and demonstrate this to you is I've got the pink on the pink spot, I've actually got the white on the blue spot, and what I'm going to sort of show you now is how the white go, if you're slightly offline, what's going to happen to the white. So we're imagining that the blue's coming into the centre and the white has been stunned up the line. But if it is you're slightly out with the blue, whether it's a little bit thick, a little bit thin, you don't hit the pink in the right spot, it's a natural in off into the corner. It's actually a billiards in off to the corner. Now, I'm not a billiards player, but this is half ball in off in the corner. So we're going to say you're slightly out, you can hit the pink half ball, and then that happens. So you've gone in off, and that's why you would never ever stun into the pack, because it's a natural in off. So now, just to prove a point, and again to show you why, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the reds on. So we've got a little bunch of reds here. I'm going to stick them behind. Now, I'm not going to put them all behind, because obviously if we're playing a game, the old pack isn't here. So we're going to say there, we've got the pack's still pretty tightish. Right here. So what we're going to say now is, you've potted a nice red, you're nicely half ball on the blue, so you're now going to stun into the pack like you've been told and like you've trusted. Except you don't quite get into it enough, and what you actually do is you hit one of these reds. You've missed the pink because you've stunned it, comes down, hits one of these reds. The thing it's going to do, it's going to go off. Because if you look when you set the reds up, they're all half ball. So as soon as the white can's off there, it's coming somewhere in this direction. And it's as simple as that. It's a natural half ball in off. So this is why you screw into the white. So with the white, if it does miss and hits something, it's going away from the pocket. You're screwing it in there. So let's just see if we can do it now again. I've got the white on the blue spot. I'm going to stun into these reds. And you can see again, I've gone in off. It's a natural in off. And this is why you don't stun into the reds. Let me just put these reds on again, and this time I'm going to hit the same red again, except this time I'm going to screw into the blues. So obviously it's a bad shot because I've missed it in the pink. So we just set them up there nicely. Got the white, put it in the same place again. And again now, I'm going to reiterate, try and remember or imagine that you haven't actually seen this clip and you've tried to put this into your game. So now every time you've played this shot, because you might be slightly out, there are going to be occasions you'll hit it nicely, but more often than not, because it's a difficult shot, you're not hitting the pink full, you're going to be getting close to an off. If you look at the reds are all, it's like a wall, so it's actually heading this way to the pocket, and that's why you'll naturally go in off. It's a natural in off. So please be very careful, and imagine you've been doing it for 3 months, you keep doing it, and more often than not you can't understand why you keep going in off. So now your frustration gets the better of you, you don't enjoy your snooker anymore, and before you know it you're fed up and you might not even like playing the game anymore. So just to show you, I'm going to hit the same red again, the same red I hit before, but this time I'm going to screw it. Let's have a see what happens to the white, shall we? So I've played an awful shot, or I've got into the white too well, I've cued it too well, so now I get into it far too much. So here we go, we're going to screw off that red. And you can see there now that it's come away, pace, it's come away. So it's going actually nowhere near the pocket there. I've hit that one just slightly too hard, but it still goes well. I'll play it a bit softly because I have hit that one slightly too hard. Now what I have done on YouTube is I did do a clip regarding the screw shot into the pink from the blue, sort of out. Ronnie plays it, now Stephen Hendry plays it, but what I didn't do a very good job of it. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to do that clip again, try and make it better than it was before, just so as you can see how it's actually done right and why you should play the screw shot and not the stun shot. Please take it from me that that stun shot there will take you in off more times than it actually works. And this is why poor advice and bad coaching is detrimental to your game. So here we go, a bit softer this time. And you can see there that the white actually is going nowhere near the pocket. Please take this on board. It's not a clip I want to do or enjoy doing, but I just want to make sure that all you players out there are aware that this poor advice, if you put it into your game, it's going to give you some trouble. Now the difficulty part in hitting the pink and hitting the brown, that can be done easily because the white is taking this natural path. But as soon as you start using power, that's where, especially for splitting the pack, you need to be hitting the pack pretty hard to be opening up. There's a lot of reds there. You can see how hard I've hit them there, and they haven't opened up much at all. So you need to be going in with some force. And this is where the miss it slightly comes in. This is why you miss it the pack, and this is why you're going off. So please be very careful. The only times you'll see the top players actually stun into the pack is when we've got something like this, that the pink might be off the spot. The balls might be pretty tight in there, so he hasn't actually got one to get on, and then they'll actually stun into the pack when there's no point. You can see there's no point, there's nothing going off, so the pack's pretty flat, and they'll go in maybe just a nice pace, and that's when you'll see them sort of stun into the pack, and you will see that shot regular, but you'll very rarely see them stun into the pack when there's a point. And because any time it come off the point, it can go into the corner pocket. It's a natural enough. I've just shown you, you've just seen it. So please be very careful when you're actually watching these clips. Ask questions for yourself. And again, it's called Snooker Pro Tips for a reason. The pro stands for professional. So it's been Snooker Pro Tips. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you've got any comments, please leave them. If you've got any personal messages, get in touch with me any way you can, and I'll always do my best to answer your questions as honest as I can. And with all Snooker Pro Tips clips, there's no editing, there's no cutting. Everything I do, you see it, and I put it into the clips. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. It's been Snooker Pro Tips. Thank you.